wano mukwano ndaba. Ndi wano e Washington DC nawe. Nsanze KAIYZ nangamba ize. KAIYZ kawalya baby ize. Angambye buli kimu kyoyagala kankutwale wano downtown byonna birabe. Kusativa nebu indika mano kaba. Everything yapinyam dede. Yapinyam maliko ting. Yapinyam maliko indika. Grabba. Wali patinya de sode. Wali patinya fi one. Go.
Yeah. We're good?
Okay. Omulungi nkwaniriza amanya gange nze KAIYZ. Wano wetuli mu ssaza lya America. Essaza means state. Essaza lya America ilimanyiddwa nga Washington DC. With me is one of the finest, phenomenal, celebrated. Yes, we are shooting something. Joe Malaika.
My fault. Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you again. Last time we were in Kampala, we had a little chat. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
when
like
was that?
A couple years ago. You know, we are MBS.
About 4 years ago.
Yeah. So I mean, again, we're catching up in DC at the convention.
My first suit, I dressed on my TV show by then. Came from the collection.
Better, that was a badass suit. I remember so very well. It made rounds on the internet. Folks were just putting pieces together. Your very tiny little suit, and then there was this badass suit. They had an lousy outfit, and then this is like a mega outfit. You know what I'm saying?
For starters, channel the American Dream, subscribing KAIYZ-AMERICAN Dream. Mukutogenda okutuusako ebintu ebyenjawulo ebifa mu America n'ensi eziriraanye baganda bange abali e Canada abali e UK babuuzaako mbeera ey'enjawulo ku ssene baganda baffe abali e Kampala osobola babuuzaako mu Luganda.
Jaja, what up though?
Jajjawo mubuuzeeko mu Luganda.
Jaja, jebaleko.
How have you been?
I've been alright.
How is America?
America's fine, It's unfortunate we're winding down with the summer. But it's been a great time. I'm having a great time. It's always good to see you. I'll put down my phones.
Yes.
Yeah, I apologize.
It's fine.
But I'm doing great. So it's good to see you.
For how long have you been in America?
I've been here for quite a while, a couple of decades.
Decades?
Yeah.
How many?
Almost 3 decades. Yes, sir.
In America?
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, how do you like it here? Or do you like it in Kampala?
This is home. I mean, I grew up here. A lot of my family's here. A lot of my friends are here, so it became home. But obviously, I'm son of the land. My grandmother's in Kabalagala, so I'm always up there.
Kabalagala, then Chikuba Mutwe, somewhere there?
His Cham Towers in Kabalagala.
Cham Towers in Kabalagala.
Correct.
For all the years you've been here, you've grown up to be a celebrated fashionista. Of late, you were awarded the best fashionista in Massachusetts. That's
correct.
Boston.
Yes, sir. So, for the folks that are just joining in, I was fortunate enough to be named the best fashion designer in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and that comes from in the most. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant perspective, because it is so hard. There's a lot of designers in Massachusetts. For me, to be named one of the best, it is very humbling. So it's just to show you that, it's just for me. I never went to design school, so
you never.
I never went to design school. I went to business school. I did marketing at Bentley. So for me, just to further the legacy of my grandmother, there's a lot of shoes to be filled. So
your mother was a fashion designer before?
Not my mom, but my grandmother.
The grandmother.
Correct.
She was a fashion designer?
Yes. So everything that I know, I learned from her.
Bloodline.
Correct. So I have a fashion background.
How do you find fashion in Uganda? Because there are people that proclaim to be fashion designers, fashion stars, stylists, bayiribi. How do you classify our sense of fashion?
The fashion scene in Kampala is in very good hands. There's a lot of folks that are doing great for the fashion scene in Kampala. Shout out to my man Abraham, he's doing great. He's putting on the very massive red carpets. I've been fortunate to be a part of some of his events. He's doing great. And some of the folks, generally, the fashion scene in Kampala is in good hands. Kids love to dress up. I like to see, every time there's something going on, there's always there's you know
That's when you are saying
there's
it's
always
fine.
there's always something like, sorry, I got distracted.
It's fine.
Yeah, every time there's like an event and they say there's a theme, folks show up like according to what they were requested to do.
Yes.
So the fashion scene in Kampala is in great hands.
Let's dive into your brand as a Ugandan but born in America. How have you managed to penetrate through this market where you have the competition is so stiff, but your name is up there? How have you managed to do that?
I mean, just the consistency. I mean, I grew up here, but I wasn't born here. I was born in Kabalagala. I was born in Uganda. So um, for me, it's really started on paper in 2009. Made a dress for
That's
young
15 years ago.
made a dress for young lady,
Mhm.
and she posted online. The internet was, social media was kind of new, Facebook, all that stuff.
Mhm.
So just being consistent and going to fashion events and putting up shows around the city of Boston, because that's where my clientele is, and just putting myself out there, going to several events. I participated in numerous fashion shows across the United States and outside the United States, Dubai Fashion Week, and in Sweden, and just basically, it's really easy to get started. The hardest thing is staying consistent. That's the hardest thing, and that's what I've kept doing. It's really, consistency is hard because every day is different. You get up one day and one of your clients is yelling at you. Something didn't. Some people, you lose hope. You get discouraged. So for me, you always use that as motivation and just make sure you do better.
So I found you at UNA. UNA is a Uganda Convention. Basically, Ugandans come together in one state, and they have to discuss a few things.
Correct.
Basically, why are you here today? Are you trying to expand your market? Do you deal with only Ugandans, or it's best to everybody? It's open to everybody.
I'm open to everybody. For me, sometimes I want to associate folks you know, from from Uganda. It's always good to see people from Uganda. You know what I'm saying? So, and this event brings out everybody from all the
Wherever they
all
are.
different states. So, and I also have family in Virginia. My sister lives here, so shout out to my sister Stella. Also, I use this as an opportunity to go see her, and then just out here come mingle and let folks know if you need a wedding dress or suit or whatever, hit me at Joe Malaika.
But Joe Malaika, you've been only at what age did you come to America?
Um, man, I don't remember. You trying to calculate my age?
No, I'm not trying to.
I'm just messing
I'm
with you.
not trying to
I'm just
add
no,
the
I'm just
mathematics up there,
yeah.
but
Oh.
where have you wrote your Uganda? How? Like how?
Bro, my Luganda is not questionable, so just don't try me. Uh,
Okay, let's take it to Uganda.
no, let's let's not dive into that.
No, Joe.
Because you got excited when I said that. Let's not just go there.
Like many people come here at a
Right.
very tender age, but they tend to forget their cultural values.
I never forget my cultural
They
values.
tend to forget their language.
I never
Why is
forget.
it like that? Okay, you can hear, but you can hardly speak it.
Uh, Bro, I never forget my cultural values. So
Uh-huh.
not disrespect to folks that I just never did. I cannot. I mean, the fact that I'm here, that should tell you that I've not forgotten where I'm coming from.
Yes.
That's already to tell you, because there's a lot of folks, there's a lot of young people that have grown up here and be like, nah, man, I'm not going to Unite. Unite is like, outdated. This, I'm
Like,
not,
I
I'm
don't
not
feel
doing
Ugandan
that.
society.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't deal with Ugandans, but you know, one thing that I like about Ugandans is they like party,
Mhm.
but also when it comes in time of sorrow, people will come through for you. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize.
It's fine.
We can't get it. I just want to give you an example. So if somebody dies in the community,
Yes.
a lot of Ugandans are gonna come out, and that's and I've not seen that
We
in
just lost like two people
yeah,
in Cali, and the numbers are overwhelming.
yeah. I
People
like
that come
that.
for the video.
I like about that's one thing I honestly like about my community. that you lose somebody, and people, it doesn't matter if they know your name, they don't know you, they'll come. The fact that your name is you're Ugandan, they'll come for you. You see what I'm saying? And I've been to other funerals where like somebody is like in other cultures, right? You only have to know the person. As a matter of fact, you you have to be invited. You can't just show up.
That takes me to another question. Is you're, at some back in Kampala, you have a show.
Correct.
How is it working, and how are you managing it? I understand you have employees down there, but what is the reception of Ugandans in Kampala compared to these that live in the US?
Obviously, our product in Kampala is made in these United States, you know, so we always want to give out the best. And I understand, we might not be targeting everybody, but folks that can afford enough, appreciate different style, they'll go there. And we do have those clients.
Okay.
Yes.
But because one of the biggest flags that they raise is Joe, the price. It is classy. You have a certain class that you're targeting, people that have made their money.
I mean, honestly, not to sound arrogant, but class attracts class.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like something is there for you, uh, I mean,
Fine.
if something is for you, you'll come get it. Honestly, so I feel like that, and you cannot please everybody. You see what I'm saying? Even if you make a suit for $5, there's still gonna be somebody who thinks it's a little bit pricey. That's just bottom line,
Your price, your class.
pretty much.
Then there are a lot of conspiracy theories that when you come to America, if you don't do medicine, if you don't venture into the medical world, you cannot make it. What was your American dream? Because that's the YouTube channel that we are on.
Uh, so me personally, I was in business school.
Yes.
You know, like folks in the time around in my background, anybody that was in fashion, I was like, it was a fail because there was not so many people that was doing that. But because growing up in the United States, folks have installed in us that whatever you want to do, just go for it. It doesn't really matter. You're growing up, like a gardener or a hunter or like a fisherman.
Yes.
Just do that. It's going to make you happy, and it'll also take care of your bills. As long as you take care of bills. So me personally, I like fashion. I also wanted to follow the legacy of my grandmother. It was something that I enjoyed doing, and it's my passion. So, but I understand there's a lot of folks that like a lot of parents, when kids come out here, they always encourage them to do nursing or certain jobs.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of times, experiences also comes into play. So if you feel like you're going into that field and it's not for you, a lot of times people, like kids, realize it's not for them, they'll get out. Like me, I was stuck into fashion. It's my thing. Plan A, plan B, plan C, up to Z, and it's working for me.
As I was kickstarting this show, I said you're one of the most awarded fashionistas we have across the globe, but they're born in they're naturally born from Uganda. Let's talk about the awards in Uganda that celebrate fashion. Of course, I understand the biggest was the brands, but it's not happening as to my knowledge.
Right.
It has not happened for the last 2-3 years.
Right.
Uh, how do you rate the awards in Uganda determining fashion
Honestly,
across the
I've been to other fashion awards in
Yes.
other
the red
in
carpets? I
other.
see you slaying from this one to the other one on your
I've been to other
IG.
fashions. Everyone, this kid should be celebrated because
Yeah.
he's put up great carpet. So
Yeah, good job.
he's done an amazing job. And to answer your question, I'll probably give him a solid 12 out of 10.
Job, job.
Correct.
What
No,
is the biggest red carpet that you've been there and you've attended and you've seen glitz and glamour?
I was fortunate enough to be on the BET Awards, so it was a pretty amazing red carpet. But also, Brian's Fashion Awards, compared to the scale in those red carpets, it's up there. It's a pretty damn long ass red carpet.
What's lagging? What's making us lag behind as a fashion industry? And how do we better it up?
Um, you know, Maybe consistency in more fashion weeks, but it's kind of died out. I remember there was days when Kampala had a fashion week. I haven't seen that in a little
Kampala
while.
Fashion Fashion Week. We had Kampala Fashion Week. We
Uh,
had Brands. We had not Asfa's Brands.
right.
But we had some guy from Masaka, Muna Masaka. Also, Uganda. It's fine. Anyway,
All right.
there are PAFA, Pearl of Africa Fashion Awards. It's also Zafa, tell me about that. People
So
run out of the business.
it's tough. Like I told you earlier, getting started is easy. Consistency is hard. Myself, I've been doing there's an annual event that I do called Excessive Fashion. We've been,
Yes. Mhm.
this year is going to be my 10th time. I've done other shows, but this particular show, this is going to be my 10th time doing it. And just like the pressure that comes with it,
Yes.
it's tough. So I can relate to them. Getting started is a lot easier, but consistency, it is so hard. So probably because people get tired. You run out of ideas. You have to reinvent yourself over and over again because people you don't want folks to come to your event and they sort of know what's going to happen.
There's no wow factor.
You got it. So that's probably one of the reasons why people that start these events, they quit. I'm not gonna say they quit, or maybe they take a break. I'll probably say that. So that's one of the reasons I could think of. Yeah.
What's your biggest achievement from the fashion industry, apart from the brand, having Joe Malaika, apart from putting your bills?
For me, just to see that making a difference in folks that are obviously being named the best fashion designer in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. That was big for me, and just also being recognized for putting up these events by both the city of Boston and the state of Massachusetts is big for me to just work with folks that are like right now. I've been working with folks that are amputated, and just to just go into their homes and they feel like they are forgotten, put smiles on their face. For me, that is an achievement in itself. You know.
Anyhow, what advice could you give to a younger Ugandan out there ayagala okujja mu America? Because Balo was like a bed of roses.
Oh, my man, this ain't no bed of roses. My advice for you, somebody that wants to come out here, you'd be fortunate to come out here, well and good, because it's not an easy thing to get up here. But if you get a chance and come here, you gotta pinch yourself, and you feel like there's something that you want to do. Don't let anybody. It's not pretty cliche, but don't let anybody tell you that you can't do nothing. Whatever you want to do, please just go for it and do it.
The last time I was having a chat with you in Kampala, you failed to declare whether you're a family man or not.
I'm a family man.
With how many?
Personally, I don't have any kids, no spouse.
Why? Why are you still single? That's why I wanted to head to. Yeah? Joe, why?
I have a girl. I have a girlfriend. Don't get me in trouble.
Who's that?
I have a girlfriend.
Who's that?
Baby, what up?
Yani erinnya omwana omukuba ebitimba.
I have a girlfriend, so I mean, you know yourself. She knows herself.
I know.
So you know yourself. How are you?
No worries.
We're in an interview.
We are in an interview, but it's fine.
It's a live interview. But I see folks that I know. Sanyo, I see you, baby. I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much.
So you have a girlfriend apparently.
I do.
For how long have you been?
About 12 months.
Let's say yeah. Don't
So, yeah.
make it look so big.
Ah.
Then you were sarcastic about cheating iPhones
Oh, by the way,
ahead of iPhone 16 being announced.
this has always been a big debate. This is like
It's a big debate on
it's
X.
a big
I saw
debate.
people attack you. I saw people in support of what you said.
So, folks, I'm gonna talk out of experience, and whatever you guys say, your opinion, it doesn't really matter. It's my opinion. This is my opinion. For the longest time, I was a Droid guy. I held an Android for eternity, and then one time I was doing a photo shoot, right? And then one of my models did a video from an iPhone.
Yes.
I'm like, I gotta go get an iPhone.
Okay.
So the following day, The following day, I went and got me an iPhone. So I've been holding an iPhone. This is an iPhone 14
14.
for 12. Wait a minute, for 2 years. And folks, I gotta tell you, the iPhone, it takes great photos during daytime
Because of the light.
because of the light.
Yes.
But an Android, it don't matter daytime, nighttime. The photos are great. The videos are incredible. So me, honestly,
Opting for an Android.
the only one tiny little thing about the iPhone that I'll probably miss, I mean, I got both. So is what do you call it? The share, what, airdrop,
Airdropping.
the airdrop.
Mm-hmm.
Because Samsung don't get that, but everything else, Samsung got it. So you can't tell me nothing. So folks, iPhone is just overrated.
Okay. I won't go into that discussion because I love iPhone.
Yeah.
Name your 5 best well-dressed Ugandan known celebrities. 5.
5,
And give me why.
Joe Malaika, because I'm Joe Malaika.
Because you are. Apart from you.
All right.
It may be an artist, maybe a politician, maybe
I like.
anything.
All right. Number 1, Nina Rose. Yo, Nina Rose. By the way, that's my girl. Shout out to Nina.
Nina Rose.
She dressed incredible. I love that short hair.
That's good.
You know, she dresses amazing. She photographs really, really, really well.
That's Nina Rose.
That's
one.
Nina Rose.
Uh-huh.
My girl, Nahia Cheryl. You know Nahia Cheryl?
Really? I've heard of the name, maybe.
Nahia Cheryl. My man is. If you've heard of the name, but now you got it. I'm just kidding.
Sure, it's
But also, my man Apars.
A-Pass.
You know, Bagonza. What up though? He's always trying to school me on smelling nice.
Uh-huh.
He's all about his fragrances. But
Is he
listen,
dealing with perfumes?
I don't know.
Something like that?
I don't know. The man has like
Shout out to you,
the man has a whole bunch of like fragrances that cost thousands of dollars.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know where he works, but
That's A-Pass.
I don't know. That's another discussion. But
Right.
shout out to Epaz.
Yes.
Bagonza, that's my man.
The 4th one?
The 4th one, I would say, Lydia Jazmine.
The beautiful Lydia Jazmine.
Beautiful Lydia Jazmine, songwriter, all that stuff. Firstborn,
Bad.
who's good though.
You know what
What's
about
up, baby?
Anyhow.
Lydia Jazmine,
Lydia
she dresses
Jazmine, she got it.
really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
And
No doubt.
who else?
Who else? Those are 4.
Those are 4. There's number one. And Brands, the kid dresses really nice.
She's a fashion designer. What do you expect?
Yeah.
These ones that are not into the direct industry.
Okay. Holy macaroni. I'm trying to figure out. Oof. This is not. It's not supposed to be tough. Oh. Douglas.
Ranga.
Yeah, he dresses really nice. He dresses pretty. Yeah.
Ranga, Anyway, what's dressed?
The worst dress?
Mm-hmm.
Man, you trying to get me in trouble, bro.
No, it's not trouble. This is the American dream.
Of course. So some of the guys whose your dress code is questionable.
Yes, questionable.
Yo, can't. Well, yo, why are you trying to get me in trouble?
Who else?
I don't know.
Anyway. Iyo ndowooza Joe Malaika amanya gange nze KAIYZ-AMERICAN, subscribing to the American Dream. We are live and direct in Washington DC.
Yes,
It was
sir.
nice having you, brother.
It was not. It was a pleasure.
I
And
remember the
folks,
food you gave me.
yeah,
I remember.
yeah, but
By
listen,
then we were at Kampala Boulevard.
we were at Kampala Boulevard.
Yeah.
So, folks, there's an annual event that I do
Okay,
every
tell us
year.
about it.
It's called Excessive Fashion for Joe Malaika. Amputees, folks that are amputated, you know, they are kind of forgotten. Last year I did a fashion show. The very first show, never been done before. Everybody in the show was amputated.
Wow.
There had never been a show when all the models are amputated. So, shout out to my man Jared Calera. He has his foundation in Uganda. And he caters to folks that are amputated. So he and I were teaming up together to raise money for them. So, because Ugandans, folks that are amputated, don't have, they cannot afford prosthetics, and no insurance. It's extremely pricey. So this show allows us to help them out and do that. So, folks, if you're out there and
So
you're
the
not,
revenue goes to to them?
Of course.
That's
So
nice.
we're raising money for them, and I just anybody that has anything, whatever, $5, $1, $2, whatever, just go to JoeMalaika.com. Don't forget the show is at the Sheraton Hotel
Excessive.
in Massachusetts. Excessive
Costa.
Fashion. It's the 10th edition, folks.
10 years down the road.
10 years,
Down the
10 years
road.
of us
Maybe
putting this
then
event
even lead
together.
to 2 years.
You see what I'm saying? I have a dog that died 2 years. Shout out to my dog that died. But folks, I'll see you in Massachusetts at Joe Malaika Joe Malaika Excessive Fashion. Tickets at JoeMalaika.com. Mr. KAIYZ, it's always a pleasure. Enjoy the convention. We're out here. So folks, you need a wedding dress, suit, you're getting married, introduction, all that stuff, whatever, anything fashion related, hit me at Joe Malaika.
Joe Malaika. KAIYZ official amanya gange of course to live and direct in America. Subscribing, sharing enebadde ya luzungu abalinde y'Oluganda mulinde tugenda leta America.
Ndi wano mukwano ndaba. Ndi wano e Washington DC nawe. Nsanze KAIYZ nangamba ize. KAIYZ kawalya baby ize. Angambe buli kimu kyoyagala kankutwale wano downtown byonna obirabe. Kusativa nebu indika mano kaba. Everything yapinyam de. Yapinyam maliko ting, yapinyam maliko indika grabba wali patinya de so de. Wali patinya fi one. Go.